Hello, everyone. Hello. This is Known Fact, and we are here to do a little new series called Retro Showcase Live, as opposed to Retro Showcase Not Live, which is a thing I'm going to be putting together soon, and Retro History, my little documentary series on older video games. Today, we're going to be starting what I hope to be a series of little live shows where we go through a retro consoles game library, essentially in like a chronological order, and we just do like a sampling of the games through there. Not like full playthroughs, just like a quick look. You know, if it's a good game, we'll play it longer. If it's not that fun, we'll move on quickly. You know, nothing. We're not using no timers here or anything like that. And we're going to be starting with the NES. Now, obviously, the NES is not the first video game console or anything like that. It's third generation. I don't want to do second generation consoles for a couple different reasons. One, I'm working with them a lot for Retro History's next couple episodes, so I need a change of pace from those. Two, they're not as popular. Like, I can't just point and say, hey, look, the first thing we're playing is Super Mario Brothers on the Atari. Just can't do that. And the controls are weird and are basically game by game troubleshooted because of their weird potentiometer knobs and joysticks and number pads, and you know, it's all crazy. At least in the third generation, it's mostly standardized for controller mapping you can do on an emulator, so that's easier. But anyway, that's what we're going to be doing, and we're going to be starting with today's episode, which is the NES launch games in North America. We're going to take this from a North American perspective, make a note there. So the NES originally released in 1983, Famicom in Japan is its name. But we're going to be focusing on the North American release order for games because that's the perspective I'm more interested in. You know, looking at how things developed and changed chronologically from a North American player's perspective. However, that does not mean we're ignoring Japan and European games. Once we are done going through the library for a console in North America, we'll look at the games that didn't release in North America but released in other regions. So we'll probably do an episode on European games, PAL games, and then especially for a lot of Japanese consoles, just as many episodes probably to look at Japanese games. But that also requires extra work, right? Especially for text-heavy games, have to see if there's translations and stuff. So that's another reason we're going to take the North American perspective, less midstream troubleshooting. I want this to be a smooth, fun process where we play through these games, just see them, talk about them, gives me a little information to use as I'm working on retro history episodes. So this is like a half research show and half just chilling and having fun playing games show. So I hope everyone enjoys. Let me make sure the stream is looking good. I was having some trouble with streaming the last video I did, which was that tier list video. And then I tried launching the stream a little bit like an hour ago, and I was getting like 70% drop frames. Like it was really, really bad. But it looks like by adjusting the settings, I have gotten things stable. 0 drop frames. That's what I want to see, not 70% drop frames. So sorry about that if you guys were watching that and were wondering what was going on. I was trying to adjust my OBS setting because my upload speed is not as good as it used to be. So I had to, well, I assume that's the problem. When I lowered the bitrate, I switched to 1080, 30 FPS, and then switched to an appropriate bitrate for that, and the issue has gone away. So I'm going to assume I was just stress testing this too much. Basically, I made my baseline bitrate about to what it falls to when the internet connection is bad. For some reason, even though I'm on Ethernet, the upload rate is super inconsistent right now. So I have its expectation to be that number it falls to. But it still looks like things are pretty good quality when I check on YouTube and Twitch. They're not as pristine as they could be, but they're still pretty good. And we'll just have to roll with this for a while until I can get some other things fixed. Anyway, I say enough mumbling and grumbling. Let's get into it. Let me just make one more check real quick. We looking good on Twitch? You know, it seems like we're looking good on Twitch, but it says we're unstable, but I sit there and watch the video and it looks perfectly fine. Hello, I think I got something. It's emulator and clone NES. Yeah, we're going to be going through literally every game. Like, not in today's stream, but in the series. We're going to be going through literally every game for every region. So there's no feasible way for me to do this with actual hardware. I would literally need multiple setups because I think they're region locked for some of them. And also, I'd have to collect every game that's from the 1980s. But anyway, that's going to be the way we're going to do it. Now, like I said, we're going for North American release order, and then we'll go circle back around for the unreleased games that from other regions, like PAL and Japan. A little note about the release dates here. So I basically create, I guess I can show, well, I'd have to switch settings. I created a giant Google sheet where I have pretty much ripped the release tables from Wikipedia for basically everything up to the Dreamcast. And I've added some extra things and filtered them and sorted them out. So I've got this huge repository that I'm going to be going through here. And my emulator collection is pretty much complete for anything pre-Dreamcast. Sorry. I'm just trying to go through. I'm just going through the bookkeeping stuff before we get started, basically. And so, with the North American releases, what I was trying to say is, a lot of these have approximate dates. Like the launch day is October 18th. Okay, we've got that, right? But if you look at any of these, if you go to Wikipedia and look up like the game release tables and stuff like that, you'll see some of these are just given months and years. Some of these are just given years. I mean, a lot of these games are small games from minor companies that just went dead, The amount of information is scarce. But we're going to be, oh, you're from the Ukraine? That's cool. Oh, and there's Nightbot. That's just my bot for shilling my shit. And so, this might not be the exact chronological order, but it's the best chronological order anyone's probably going to be able to give you, because if they knew better, they should have updated Wikipedia's tables. All right. Okay. Maybe Japan Wikipedia has more exact dates. I didn't even think about that. If I went to a different region's Wikipedia page, I wonder if it's got more exact dates. Who knows? I might check that when we get to Japan. But anyway, so we're going to be starting with the games of 1985 for the NES in North America. And there were 17 launch games that came out that year. And we're going to just start. Besides their release date, they're in alphabetical order because there's really no other way to do it. Except I did throw Super Mario Brothers to the top because why not? Now, Super Mario Brothers is not a launch game for the NES. Like, even in Japan, it's not a launch game. All right. 1 second real quick. Let me get over. Oh, cool. Oh, I was like, my controller isn't working. Nope, it has a preview screen that is just the title menu, and that's why nothing was reacting. All right. Am I from the UK or New Zealand? I'm from United States. I'm from Ohio. I'm from the Midwest United States. The normie, the most normie United States you can get. But my accent's maybe a little Appalachian because I lived on the edge of West Virginia. All right. Okay, so Super Mario Brothers. Like I was saying, this was not actually a release game for the NES, because the original NES came out in 1983 in Japan. By that I mean the Famicom, and that's like 2 years before the United States release. And so Mario Brothers, as opposed to Super Mario Brothers, was an arcade game, because Nintendo made arcade games like everyone else did in the era. Nintendo and Sega were actually really nice arcade release people. I'd say alongside Taito, probably one of the better ones. But obviously, you probably played regular Mario Brothers as like an add-on game in like a collection at some point. Like, if you ever played like the Super Nintendo, like Super Mario All-Stars, it's basically the single screen game in the sewers where you can play as Mario and Luigi, and it's just like you're bashing and taking out enemies. But think of that as a game that came out closer in 1983 than this, which is a 1985 game, right? But a lot of people really associate this with the Nintendo as like a first game, because it's a pack-in game for North America. When I was younger, this came out as a pack-in game along with Duck Hunt. Like, they were a single cartridge pack-in, which is kind of a damn good deal, honestly, because Duck Hunt's a pretty good game too. It's a damn good game. I think it's gonna be pretty noticeable. This is probably the best launch game for the NES. There's a couple that I think are up there when we go through the list here, but this one does stand away, far and away, right? There's a reason they make movies for Mario, and they don't make movies for 10-Yard Fight or Clu Clu Land. I've always found it really interesting that the emulator, so we're gonna be playing everything on RetroArch. RetroArch is basically a super emulator that carries cores for any other type of system you want. So as you can see here at the top, I am well equipped to talk about a lot of stuff. Everything basically up to the Dreamcast we'll be able to talk about. The rest is just like a storage space problem, right? So many games came out in the PS2 era, and it jumped to DVD. Like, I'd need an entire separate multiple terabyte drive for PS2. But for most of these consoles, like, you can get entire no intro ROM sets for tiny amount of space. I'm actually surprised how little space getting like the Sega Saturn and PlayStation libraries is these days. Like, if you've got like a multi-terabyte hard drive, you can easily fit those on there with no real problem. Like, I have an 8 terabyte drive I use to store all my emulated games, and I'm only using like 1 terabyte of it. Hey, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. I'm also on YouTube if that's your more preferred place. I multi-stream to both of those for anybody that's watching. So if you just happen to catch me on one of those, but you prefer the other, I'm on both. There should be a link. Anyway, RetroArch is awesome. I recommend it. The only thing you really can't do is like older like PC game releases like DOS and Commodore and stuff like that. I was just listening to an episode of The Besties, which is, Chris Plan, Russ Brustick, the McElroy brothers, talking about the best games. And Justin McElroy brought up a project for DOS and Windows 3 emulation. Just had an update where they added the Windows 95 and 98 stuff to it, so I'm gonna have to look into that too. I do think of like PC games as like PC games of that era as a very separate kind of category, in the same way that arcade games are a separate category. I'd like to research them and do stuff about them, but like, I feel like I need to deal with one thing at a time too, right? Like, right now I'm in the middle of working on the retro history episode for first generation consoles, so like the Magnavox stuff, the first Nintendo console, the Color Me TV, the home Pong arcade stuff, and that stuff is more interesting for the stuff that's going on around it, like the legal battles and basically the first console crash, which is, a generation before the Atari stuff people think about. So that episode is more about the world that games are getting built in than the games themselves. But once we get over to the second generation stuff, I'm having to get a lot of footage because you can actually emulate the stuff. First generation consoles, they're all integrated circuits. They're all like dedicated game consoles. They're not easy to software emulate and display in a way that's like realistic to when people did them. You have to really wait till second generation, and you start getting cartridge-based games like the Channel F and stuff like that for that. I am digressing. Let's see how far we can make it in this before I get a game over. Because I feel like the other games, we're going to be playing a little bit less today because they're very arcadey, short-term games. So let's just see how far I get. I haven't played Super Mario Brothers in a minute. Can you get up this way? I can't remember. Yeah, you can. And obviously this is like the first secret most people even know about in a video game. The shortcut tubes. Tubes. Why am I saying tubes? I think this takes us to... This might be the Lakitu level? It is. But thankfully I have fireballs, so that makes it a little easier. I find that, like, not trying to go one thing you don't want to do with Lakitu here is wait next to a tunnel while you're trying to wait for the flower to go away, because he'll just drop something right in your way. Kind of want to wait till he's done, then do it. Come on. Okay, there we go. Woo! There we go. Oh, I did exactly what I said not to do. Alright, well that wasn't too hard. Alright, let me do a sanity check. Like I said, when I was doing tests, I was getting a ton of drop frames, but I seem to have gotten rid of them completely. I'm just doing a sanity check, though. There we go. Yep. Looks like we're good. I prefer tracking things on YouTube, to be honest, because Twitch is my secondary. All right. Oh, don't. All right, what do we got? Fair enough. I wonder if I can get all the way through this in one continue. It's not the plan, but I wonder if I can. Oh, wait. God, I completely screwed myself out of a world, skipped it. Well, it's not, that's not gonna happen, huh? Oh, these tube strats, I know. What's up, Zem? You know what strats I really needed to learn today? The don't drop 70% of my frames strats. I got that fixed, though. You know what? This is the just punishment I said for saying fucking anything. Is there another mushroom over here? Yeah, there is, but what the fuck am I gonna do with it? Alright. I think there's another shortcut, right? There is another shortcut right here. I wonder what the minimum number of levels in this game actually is. I mean, the whole last world, probably, but... Welcome to Warp Zone for 5. Alright. When does the, don't the levels transition to night at some point? Or am I thinking of Lost Levels? Is that a Lost Levels thing? For some reason, I thought, like, I'd be getting hit by a ton of bullet bills? Maybe I'm misremembering how long this game... Oh, nope, there they are. There they are. And this gets filled in, right? Well, I wasn't sure there was something there, but I guess there is. Yeah, Mickey's Dick Smasher. Now, we're not going to be playing Lost Levels for a bit because I'm going to save the Famicom disc games for their own thing. And technically, that was a Famicom disc game. That wasn't like a regular cartridge game. I didn't know that until I scraped Wikipedia for all the release dates for every console ever fucking made. For game-wise, for this. But, yeah. I thought Lost Levels was like a Japanese NES game. It's not. It's a Japanese Famicom disc game. Wait, really? Really? I didn't even think I was taking that long. Or maybe because I was talking in that room. Like, I don't know about you, Zem, but for me, like, I think I played Lost Levels through the, Super Mario All-Stars on the Super Nintendo. I did play the NES a decent amount, but I think I probably played Super Mario Bros. 3 more on All-Stars as well. Well... Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Yeah. You guys got it rough over there. Well, try to find a way to enjoy yourself how you can. Oh my gosh. Why am I freaking out about this, dude? Oh my god, there's a second one. Why are there so many of them in the same, is this the level where they introduce them? It can't be, it can't be. There's way too many of them for it to be the first level they show up in. I must have just skipped the first level they're in. There's 4 of them. There's no way they put 4 of them in the first level they use them in. Oh, really? I'm surprised. Did you have a Super Nintendo, or did you start Nintendo Sup with N64? I didn't have one, but my babysitter had one, so that's how I got my Super Nintendo exposure. I got Nintendo exposure through, like a friend that I would play with a lot. And then Super Nintendo through a babysitter, and I had the Genesis myself. And that was all around the same period, and I had no idea of the differences between those things, like, age-wise. Like, I didn't understand that those NES games were that much older than, you know, the Super Nintendo and Genesis games I played. Which, frankly, I kinda like that it was that way. No! I knew it before the jump. Was that the last one? No, because I picked up a... Oh, wait. I think 0 counts too, right? Yeah, 0 is just no extras. Oh! Well, I think we're toast. Yeah, never mind. Good game, Mario. Alright, let's see what else we've got going on here. So, like I said, I've got these in alphabetical order after their date of release. So, these are all October 18th, 1985 launch games. So we're just going to go from the top down for these other ones. 10-Yard Fight. That sounds like a football game. Bop, 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 bop. I moved my stuff. 10-Yard Fight. Oh wait, it's 10, like it's the number. It'd be at the top. I was looking for the letter. Here we go. 10-Yard Fight. That's a weird one. Grandparents have the Super Nintendo. There we go. All right. 10-Yard Fight. I think I actually was testing on this one. This one's an actual launch title. This is a 1983 game. So this one's actually a launch title, I think, for the Famicom. Select your opponent's skill level. God damn. Okay, well, let's take the high school team. We're gonna get crushed anyway. Okay. This ain't no Tecmo Bowl. All right, let's. That's Yellow Magic Orchestra. Look up the song Riding, or maybe it's Technopolis by Yellow Magic Orchestra. That is how that song opens. That's that same white noise effect they're using. I think it's a white noise effect. So I've been looking up. I think the NES only had like two wave channels and like a white noise channel. And if you ever hear a better soundtrack on an NES game, it's because it's got an integrated sound chip in the cartridge itself, like Castlevania 3, for instance. That's how you get more complex song. Oh, that's how you throw. Yeah, sports games are gonna be bad. Like they're not gonna be like the games themselves aren't gonna be bad, but like playing them's gonna be bad. Just because I don't have the manuals for any of these, so like I'm not gonna know what they assigned. There's 2 buttons, and yet it's still gonna feel crazy to try to play them. I guess I can't remember. Does a regular NES controller have a shoulder button, or is it just A, B, select, start? I think it might just have. Oh, there we go. Got him. Yeah, they're gonna crush us. And we're not gonna play an entire football game. I'm just getting a feel for it here. I do like how they have these little cutscenes of getting set up. Though he's taking his goddamn time doing it, huh? Was that an interception? It was. There we go. I basically won, right? That means you win. That means your opponent's so embarrassed they have to leave the field, right? If I get a touchdown, oh! I wonder if the other button lets me sprint. I didn't even try. I was afraid to mess it up. What? I was trying. There's Wait, was that a punt? It was a punt. Okay, I didn't know I was punting. Guess what? Hey, I think we won. Yeah, I remember the big, really big square controller that had like a joystick and a turbo button too, like yeah, I know exactly the one you're talking about. Oh man, so basically that's how football works. I won that one. What do we got next? Baseball. Baseball? Just called baseball. Baseball, not bad, dude. It's baseball. Bardtail is on the NES. Bases loaded, baseball stars, baseball star, baseball fighter, baseball. A lot. This is definitely a black box game. This is a release game when you just have a generic sports title. You know what I mean? You know, that's how you know it's one of the black box games. I'm curious if I can even. Well, one thing I'm curious about, like I was talking about, you can't really play second generation games easily on a stream because every one of them is a control nightmare, because they're fucked up controllers. But now I'm thinking, like, can I even play Gyromite, the Rob game? Because that's going to be one of the games on the list here today. Probably not. Probably not. Maybe we'll just watch a video of Rob doing his thing for a couple minutes just to feel the experience. Look at that. 1984, okay. that. We got a little jingle. Okay, there's probably like 10 games that look like this, but I definitely have played a baseball game on this game console before. I wonder if these are abbreviations for something. For team names. I wonder what they could be. If they're Japanese, if they're American. What did they start me on? D? Alright, I'm 102 miles per hour. Damn. We're not gonna play 9 innings. Foul. I can move myself a little bit. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Oh, that's a... Nope, actually, they got out to the outfield. Wait, can you sprint to go to steal another base? Doesn't seem like you can. My boy. Look at him trying to fake me out. Boy's wiggling. Ooh, that's gonna get caught, right? That's gotta get caught. Or not. Or not. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's the thing about a baseball video game. It's baseball. The most boring fucking sport known to man. Oh, shit. I mean, I basically won, right? I basically just won. I do want to get I do want to turn it pitching. See what that's like. But I'm just so fucking good that who knows if I'll ever end this inning, right? There we go. Change. Alright. Alright. So how's this work? Can I tilt my head? Can I do what they did and waste the the computer's time just looking back and forth for 2 fucking hours before I throw? That was a straight shot. Also very slow. I wonder if the button I press determines if it's a slow or fastball. Let's try the other button. Oh, that's how you pass to a base. Okay. If I hold a direction while throwing, does that change it? Yep, goes out. Okay. So what if I throw it a bit in? Okay. I'm trying to see, like, there's only so many buttons, right? So how do you manipulate the pitch, right? I'm trying to figure that out a bit. I don't think I have any control over the outfield. Oh! There's this whole will he, won't he thing going on. Would you stop? What game? Get over it. Like, oh, I can just toss it everywhere, huh? Let the opponent score, do whatever I want, just bounce it back and forth. You know what? This is how I win. We're just gonna play catch for a minute. Never let them know what you're thinking. This is how I win, by never giving them their turn. This is the Sans Undertale style of baseball. I wonder what the scrandle for this baseball game looks like. Alright, I think that's enough. Oh, Clu Clu Land. Clu Clu Land. No clue. No clue what Clu Clu Land is. Probably some cutesy puzzle game if I had to guess. You know what? I bet I'll notice. I bet I'll know it when I see it, actually. Okay, that's kind of fun. Uh-huh. What is this? Which thing am I? What am I controlling? The red guy? Oh, you hook in... Wow, that is more interesting than I would have expected. Okay. Okay. So you, like, hook in round corners. You know what? There was a game like this on the Atari, actually, that I played recently. How do I get turned completely around? Like, how do I do a 360? Oh, he's got a shockwave. Ooh, okay. Get a fucking clue, dude. I know. I'm a bit confused about the objective. Like, okay, I lose if I touch that? I guess so. So I want to bash these guys into the corner of the wall. But not touch that. It's a bit awkward, but it's kind of cool also. Oh, I tried flushing him down the toilet. Let's do this again. Okay. This game has got a lot more polish. This is definitely an arcade game port, right? This has to be an arcade game. This immediately felt high quality. Okay. Okay. You can't double, like, double turnover is something that I've noticed. Like, you can only make one turn. Like, you have to, like, square the circle, basically. You get points for doing that. Does it, like, advance levels after a certain amount of points or enemies defeated, maybe? Am I getting anything for that? I don't know. There we go. There we go. And now they're gonna send out more enemies? Yeah. Oh, I'm digging this one. Hey there, Partial. We're doing some samplers of retro games here, like in a chronological way for systems. And this is pretty fun, to be honest. Oh, and it's sped up and I can actually turn faster now. Interesting. Like that happens after a certain point. At least it felt like it. So do I lose when the time's out? Or is it just... Oh! That was close. Alright. Okay, so you don't die if you are turning past it. That's good to know. How do I... So, what... Does killing enemies get me more time? What gets me more time? That didn't get me more time. Oh, that was timeout. Okay. Let's go over here. Boom. Yeah, this would be a little fun arcade machine to have had. Wait, you can... Oh, something must have been coming out. Yeah, this is one of those games where a manual would help a lot, so I know exactly what it wants me to do. I'm just kind of interpreting what I think it wants. Alright, last life. Wait, does it want me to complete a picture with these? That's what it wants. Oh, okay. Hey, I figured it out. Do I get an extra life? Okay, you're drawing a picture with those. Okay. Ooh, 2 enemy spawners. Okay, well, I'm on 1 life. Is it? Oh, and I'm much faster already. Oh, you can hold! Wow, this game is crazy. Wow, I didn't realize I could just hold like that. Okay, I kind of get how it works now. Oh, this is fun. This is a fun one. Now that I know what I'm supposed to do. It's the D-pads. We're making 2 D-pads. Whoops. Hey, okay. Well, that was a pretty good one. Why is he looking expectantly at the thing that's not gonna add up? That's funny. Oh, man. Oh, that's some good shit. What do we have next? Let's see. What do we got next? What we got next? Okay, Duck Hunt. Okay, I don't know. I might have to mess with the emulator settings for Duck Hunt. I don't know how light gun games are gonna work here. But we can try. We can try. I'll go to the next one, then up. DuckTales? No. Good game, but not what we're looking for. Duck Hunt. Let me check if there's a setting for the light gun. Oh, I can use a mouse. I can use a mouse for a light gun. Okay, let's see if... I wonder if the emulator will just automatically understand what to do. Arkanoid paddle. Huh. Let's try it this way, and if it doesn't, I'll switch this to mouse and try that. Yeah, Duck Game. Duck Game is a pretty good VR game back when VR existed in 2017. Let's see. I see a crosshair, but I don't know if I can control it with my controller, so I might have to actually use the mouse. Oh, wait. Okay, I can actually move it with the mouse, but I'm not, like, I can't shoot, so I need to probably make an adjustment. Maybe the... Okay. Hold on. If I go... Core options, input... Mouse? I'll try each of these until one of them works. Okay, and now I can't even move. Surprisingly, I can't actually even move it with that. Hold on. I will figure this out. Give me 1 second. Because there's no small amount of light gun games, so this is something we should figure out. It might be I just need to press a button on the keyboard. Nope, that works. Pointer. Pointer is what you want to use. Emulator freaks. Now, hold on. I want a fresh start, though. Oh, yeah. Now we're cooking. This might be a little bit too easy with this level of control. I'm aimbotting this shit. Hell yeah. Fucking love Duck Hunt. Not as fun as actual duck hunting. Or rather, other way around. Duck hunting is not actually as fun as this. Because I like ducks and I don't like to shoot them. Mostly just play with the dogs when we went duck hunting. I mean, to be fair, I'm not using a light gun. That, light guns just, they're not that accurate. By the way, I learned that Ralph Baer is the one who invented the light gun. He invented it for the brown box. Or rather, one of the test versions before the brown box. So that's not like a Nintendo patent. I've been reading Ralph Baer's book as I'm, collecting information on the next episode of Retro History. He's a very interesting man. He is the epitome of a company man, which is super unusual in this industry, and it's because it wasn't an industry yet. He worked at Sanders, which is like a defense contractor. It got acquired by like Lockheed Martin, but he was able to finagle its use. I mean, basically the light gun technology got used to make the LAWs. Like training stuff and like the anti-tank weapon training simulations. I might not be able to lose this very easily with this level of precision. I think this could go a while. I'll go until I'm bored. I'm glad I got this figured out because I think there's at least a couple other ones we're gonna deal with even in today's episode. Perfecto. Get them. Okay, now they're getting fast. Okay. Oh, I have a limited number of shots too. That's the thing. The ducks are getting fast. Okay. Okay, there is a failure point then. Now it's a square, it's not the whole duck. It's an entire square where the sprite is. So, getting close is good enough. Oh. Is that... Oh, I passed. Is there a par for this game? Is the blue bar the par? Is that what this blue bar is supposed to be? The minimum you need to reach? At the pace it's ramping up, I probably will get a game over then. Unless I'm just too based. We won't go too much longer on this. I know this is not the most exciting thing to watch. It is fun to play. It's more fun to play than it is to watch. Though I guess in the real game with the light gun, it would be very amusing to watch someone play badly at this. This is probably farther than most people make play in this game. I wonder if it's got a set number of rounds. Does anyone know? Does it go to 10 rounds or something, or does it just keep going? Be crazy if I beat this game in one sitting. Like, not even attempting to beat it, just playing it. I assume by the very end you have to get it. You have to be perfect. I guess there's no reason not to blast your shots if you're close. Yeah, so does this blue bar move? That's what I'm wondering. It's gotta get hard. Okay, I mean, it feels like it's getting a little faster, but maybe not. There's a big jump at like round 4. There we go. They spend less time on screen. I do find it funny that the dog only has one variation of his lift up the duck sprite, so that it's always the green-headed color. Like, they couldn't make, like, 2 extra sprites. Like, they probably literally couldn't. I mean, no, we know the NES has more capacity than this. That's not true, but... I was kind of hoping I'd be, like, having to try really hard to keep up. And then I'd have an easy jump-off point here, but I don't know if I'm gonna find that. So maybe we'll just stop after round 10. I can't help but enjoy it, though. Simple as it is. Professional Counter-Strike player plays Duck Hunt for the first time. Reaction video. I promise we'll stop after 10. Because I might not make it. Because that was looking pretty tough right there. If you fire your last shot, they go away. It's not timing, it's your shots. Huh. Okay. Or maybe it's both. It might be both. Maybe that's why they were getting away before, because I was just shooting too much. Oh, this one's gonna get away. okay. All right, last round. Whoa, that was actually pretty fast. Now we're getting Twitch reflex. Yeah, this is Twitch mode now. Can I pass the par? I think I will. I do like how fast and snappy the in-between is. They don't make it overstay its welcome, but it is a nice little jingle. All right. Good. Is that... Okay, that is enough. That is good. You know what? Duck Hunt holds up. Holds up pretty good for what it is. You know what also probably is going to be pretty good? What's also probably pretty good? Gotta get back over to the list. E. Oh, no, wait. It's gonna be at the bottom. Excitebike. I like how they have, like, the Switch version, the e-reader version. Here we go. Excitebike. Oh, that's right. So, fun thing I learned about this game. You see how it has a design mode? That lets you make a track, but there's no saving capacity in NES cartridges, so you're just making a track you can't do anything with. The Famicom disc version does let you save it, though, so that's what that feature is actually designed for. It's designed for Famicom disc. Well, it wasn't designed for it because of when it came out, but it actually became a relevant feature then. Well, in Japan, it became a relevant feature. All right. Okay. It's a whole day to drive. We have the temperature. Right? That goes up and down. Oh, there's a... Damn. Didn't like that. Oh, that's right, you hold back. Right. I got the... Okay. The controls are very nuanced in this game. There we go. Hey, did I make it? I actually did. Okay. Try the next track. Took me a minute to figure out the controls there. Took me just a second to figure that out. There's a accelerate button, but then there's like a fast accelerate button that raises your speed more, your temperature more. And then you use the left and right to balance your thing, but up and down are actually changing tracks, which, you know, is backwards to what you might initially think. Holy shit. Kind of like angling yourself. There's the lap. I've got like a 2-second leeway here. I don't think I'm gonna make it on this one. Come on. Come on. Oh wait, that wasn't a countdown. That was it's just time trial. Right. 124. How'd I do? Oh no, I beat the best time. There we go. Fun shit. Oh. Different color palette, okay. I almost never see any video of Excitebike with anything but the brown. Ooh, these are weird. Holy shit, that looks like it hurt. That looks like it hurt. I did a flip. Yeah, I don't know about how we're gonna do on this one. Okay, we don't want to overheat. But they do give you a big runway, so you want to manage your heat. You want to manage your temperature for the rest of the track so you can go full throttle at the end there. Holy shit. Oh, I'm doing bad here. Okay, this is the full throttle section. Go, 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 go. Alright, how'd we do? Oh, wow. I'm getting better. I'm like widening the gap. So this track is 110, is that what that said? Should have went hard at the beginning. Is that a barrier or... That's a barrier, okay. Well, you know. Oh, this track is way harder. Oh, that's slows you down. I haven't landed in it that much before, so. Holy shit. Oh yeah, we're not getting 110. We're not getting 110. We are not getting 110. Oh, you can't speed your way through that. Okay. Oh, we did not get anywhere close on that one. That's quite a difficulty jump, huh? All right, Excitebike. Pretty good. Clearly meant to stop your progress at a certain point, huh? Though I bet the B tracks are a bit different. What do we have next? Golf. Okay, well this only can be so good. Now, don't get me wrong. I love Hot Shots Golf on the PlayStation. And hell, I played Tiger Woods on the PS2 a little bit too, but there's not that many good golf games. Whoops, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Golf. 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 Gorsh. Not Golf 92. All right. 1 second. Needed some water. All right. Now this is it's not a launch title. It's a 1984 game. Okay. Well. All right. Let's see what the controls are. So I can move my angle of shot on the right map here with left and right. Up and down changes my club. Are they calling a driver a one wedge? Is that technically correct? Is a driver also known as a one wedge in some places? Putter, sand wedge. Huh. Well, we don't get that much angle of control over the direction. So let's just aim straight ahead. And then, okay. About the way every golf game works. It's faster than I expect. It's faster than I expected. Too far. Where are they having me shoot from? Oh, they're just having me do it again. A 1 iron. I don't know about much about the history of how golf was played to know if some of these uncommon clubs were actually common once. Weird. I don't think we're going to be doing so good here. Get me a bit closer. But we are having a bad first hole here. I can't, like, the angle is just not great. I don't know how to swing a little bit less on this. I don't know if I have to just end it earlier or do the first part earlier. I'm not sure exactly how that works. Like, do I go like this? Yeah, okay. Weird. Nope. I have no grasp for how strong any of that stuff is. Oh my gosh. I think... Just let me putt, man. So what? Oh, did I get it? Okay. Well, that was terrible. We'll do one more hole just to see if I can fix. Really? Yeah, I guess they don't really give me a context of how far each of these clubs goes, like for their map, you know? You just need to innately know that, like as a golf player, I guess. But there's no like UI to help you with that. Sand wedge. Like, you think it would just give me the sand wedge when I was in the sand. I mean, it gives me the putter at least. At least it knows to give me a putter when I'm on the at the end here. There we go. Yep, that's golf. I think we get that. That's golf. I'll play 10 rounds of Duck Hound, but that's 2 holes of golf. All right, here's the one that I don't even know will work. We'll try it though. This is the one I was curious would even work. Where are you, Gyromite? This is one of the 2 games that use Rob the robot. All right, it's our boys' time. So I guess I can test Rob. This is a 1-player game. Let's see if this is controllable at all without Rob. I literally don't remember. I do like the music. Okay, I'm the doctor. Okay. I can move the doctor, and that's about it, it looks like. Looks like Rob is needed to do the rest. I can do a little dance here. Hold on. I can find whoop, wait, if I press if I press start. Oh wait, I can control it. Hold on, there is a game here. What do I need a radish for? Okay. Hold on, we do have a game here. Okay, that's 1 button. Okay, alright, now we actually have a game. I thought maybe the radish would do something. Okay. Okay, there is an actual thing going on here. We can actually do this. We do not require Rob for this. Does that occupy them? Is that what that does? First level beat. Fuck that bitch ass robot. Who needs him? Fucking final smash and grab, fucker. Let's go. Staring at you in the eyes, just shooting a goddamn laser beam while he punches you. Uh-oh. Oh, you can kill the enemies doing that. Can I kill this little dude? Oh. How do I... Ooh. I might have to... Okay. I don't know how to get up there. Ooh, I actually don't know how to get up there. I can't jump. Well. Goodbye, cruel world. So, yeah, let's pull up some footage of Rob here to see how he operates with this game, just for context. Let me find a video of Rob I can use. Let's find something. Let's find that just so we can take a look. Here we go. me go over to desktop mode. Window capture. Here we go. I probably have to turn browser audio on. There we go. All right, let's see him in action. Let's see it. Oof, not the best recording, but that's okay. Oh, why does he sound like that? What's with the grating? Hold on. It's not picking up the video. Weird. What's up with the window capture? Oh, it's on the wrong window, that's why. Duh. That doesn't look right either. Oh, there we go. Okay. Sorry. Sorry, it was picking up the wrong thing. Yo, man. I don't like the background sounds from this video. Oh, Rob, why do you sound like that? So the control, is that the controller put in a little port there? Or is that like a power supply? Oh, he's got a telephone cord coming out of his back. You can do it, Rob. Imagine trying to deal with everything else in the level going on while he's moving at this fucking pace. Oh my gosh, the enemies move way too fast to be relying on Rob for this. See, that's what I wanted to do, but there was no tubes for me to do that in that level. Oh my god. This dude. I think we get the point, right? We get the point. Yeah, Rob is no joke in Smash. Like, he's not to be underestimated. Oh, man. Ugh. 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 All right. Let's move back over to the other screen. There we go. All right. What else? What else we got going on here? What's our next game? There should be a second Rob game, though. I don't... Stack Up. Maybe we should just go ahead and do Stack Up right now. Let's go ahead and do Stack. Let's go ahead and do the other Rob game right now. Stack Up. Stack Up. Huh. Stack. Go to the back end. Soup. There's a lot of super games on the NES, wouldn't you know it? Oh my god, there's a lot. Stack Up. A lot of Street Fighter versions, too. Star Tropics. My gosh. Where are you? Star, Stan, Stadium, Stack Up. Someone needs to modify a Rob to be compatible with Beyblades. I didn't really look at the list there. Someone might have made a demake of Super Meat Boy. It's not impossible. Because it's got a lot of versions of stuff from, like, Virtual Console and stuff included in the ROM list. So I wouldn't even be surprised if there's, like, a demake of a more modern indie game that's in that list I've got. Bingo. Phase 1. Uh-huh. This is a pure Rob game, isn't it? Like, this is, you cannot play this game without Rob. The other one you could, but I'm pretty sure this one you cannot play without Rob. This is incomprehensible looking. Whoa. A synthesized voice. I didn't expect that. Oh, whoa. Wasn't expecting that. Mattel Electronics presents Space Cunt. I don't. Okay. Let's just look up how this game works with Rob. I got no clue. I'm not gonna pretend that I have any fucking clue what's going on there. Hold on. All right, Rob, show me what you're doing. Okay. Robot block stack up featuring Rob, robotic operating buddy. Let's see it. Phase 1. All right. Oh, this is the... Okay. Enthralling gameplay we're getting here. What's that movie, Short Circuit? Is Rob just based off the robot from Short Circuit? Oh shit, he did it while he did something while I wasn't looking. Would you look at that? So you just got to get the stack. Okay, you got to get the color stacks. What was the mode I was playing on? This is clearly not the same mode. Oh well. Hold on. I think I might be right about that, about Rob's appearance. I think he's based off the robot from that movie. He's definitely based off this robot. What did he kill? A small animal? Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, let's get back to our games then. Let's see. Let me throw my spreadsheet back over here, half screen. Yeah, but I've never actually watched that full movie either. I just recognized the robot design was kind of similar. Okay. All right. So, What else do we got? Hogan's Alley. I think this might be a light gun game. Hogan's Alley. I don't think that's supposed to be Hulk Hogan. I think it might be like... Is one of the characters named Hogan in The Great Escape or something? Hogan's Alley. Never mind, it's just a shoot-up game. You know what? Shoot gangs only. Okay, don't shoot lady professor or police. Got it. What does this look like? Sitting gallery? Well, at least our skews are not a shooting gallery. How dare that gangster wear the same color clothing as the police officer to confuse me? Oh, this is real simple. Huh. I don't understand. I feel like I didn't have time to actually shoot both of those. Must suck to be the people making this game and you're competing against Duck Hunt on the same day. No music, nothing. It's kind of grating, isn't it? I gotta ask, why are there so many professors hanging around Hogan's Alley? Sharpshooter! I'm gonna take a +10 to attack, -5 to hit. Yeah, a lot of the light gun games, especially, are designed around playing by dueling rules, where you're literally drawing like in a Western. Like, there's implied rules that are not enforced by the game itself. That's even more common in the light gun games of first generation and second generation, because they didn't always have programmatically have enforcement of the perceived rule of the game. When do I lose? This isn't, can I win? This is, when do I get to lose? I think I'm good, Hogan's Alley, to be honest. I think I'm good. I probably haven't been playing that long, but it feels like it. I'll get to round 30. No, I won't. I just realized they tell you how many seconds you get at the top. Oh. Super sharpshooter. All right, that's enough. I think we all understand how this game works. All right. Next, we've got Ice Climbers. The war never ended for Hogan. Ugh. It's like the guy in... Oh, you can just choose which level you're doing? Or is it 32 variants of the game? That's kind of crazy. It's an eggplant! No, how could Rodan take my eggplant? So I can swing. And I chip away. Oh, and I jump pretty high. Okay. Oh, the jump is shitty. Real shitty. Okay. Boy, that jump feels like shit. Wow. That is bad. Try to get as many of these as I can in the time. Jesus Christ, dude. You got no horizontal movement with the jump. It's crazy. Like, that's one of the worst feeling jumps I've ever felt in a game like this. That's crazy. No horizontal movement. I'm on the second level and I'm like, well, how the fuck are you even supposed to manage this? Oh, you can jump through the bottom. That's useful to know. Chili pepper or a carrot or a strawberry? I don't know. It doesn't look like anything. What's this? Can I break through that? Can I walk on it? It's slippery. Or it's a conveyor belt. Did I just rebuild the top? Okay. Uh-huh. Oh, the level keeps going. Alright, let's try a different angle. Okay. Well, this is the first of the games that looks and presents nice and just isn't fun. Like, usually the games don't look that impressive. They're not very good on these launch titles. But this one actually looks and sounds decent, and it isn't fun. Like, oh my god, how could you fuck up controls this badly? Oof. Oof. Yeah, I understand completely why Nintendo wouldn't make anything with this property. What I'm trying to figure out is why they put them in Smash. I think I'm good. Oh, I thought I'd get a game over from that. Ugh. Ooh. Come on. Never mind, bird. Fucking kill me! Please! Finish the game or kill me! It's simultaneously not hard, but impossible. I think we're dead. I think we're free. I think we're free. Hey, I'm gonna go to break for a minute here to use the restroom, but we'll resume with more NES launch titles right after the break. Give me 1 second here. So what are we playing next? What we got next? What do we have next? Okay. We've got Kung Fu, also known as Spartan X in Japan, which are very different. I wonder if this was like a reskin. I'm kind of curious. I might pull up the Japanese name too to see if they're like visually different. Kung Fu. Power Ranger game. Kung Fu. All right. Dragons. 1985, ERAM Corp. I guess I haven't been talking about. Most of these have been Nintendo's R&D, different R&D divisions in terms of actual developers. Tosei made 10-Yard Fight. Besides that, yeah. Technically, Hal worked on Golf along Nintendo R&D. But yeah, most of these launch titles are internal developed games. All right, Kung Fu, let's go. Ready. Oh, there's voice. Shit. Let's go. There's a bit more delay time between kicks, I guess. That's... Ooh. You get more points for... Oh, those were counting as hits. Okay. Surprised there's voice in this. It's not very common. It's hard to get sampled stuff on this console. You're having to give up entire other parts of your soundtrack in order to have samples. Wonder if I can get past the first level. That didn't go well. Surely I can beat the first level. Surely I can do this. Oh, he takes more than one hit. There we go. That guy takes a little bit more work. Is that first level? We beat the first level. All right. Now they're dropping snakes on me. And dragons? Wow, this escalated. This has escalated quite a bit. Is this game only 5 levels long? It might only be those 5 stages, if that's the level of escalation we're getting. There's a game B, too. What else we got? Pinball, also made by HAL. Pinball. Oh, wait, I wanted to look up the other version. Spartan X. I wanted to see if it was different. Because it sounds like a completely different theme. You know what I mean? It sounds like it's like a Greco-Roman theme. But there's a lot of games that start with S on this console. LMNOP. Sonic the Hedgehog ripoffs. Spartan X. Let's see. Let's see what this version, if it's different. No, it's the same game. I wonder why it's called Spartan. I wonder why it's called Spartan. Pinball. Surely there's more than one pinball game on this console. Pinball Quest. Pinball. Pinball. Here we go. All right. Is this got a theme or is it just a generic pinball table? Now this is a launch-ass game. June of... February of 84. Okay. Okay, well, it said 83. Okay, the arcade game must be an 83 game. Anywho, some penguins. Some... Oh, let's just play it. Okay. Simple enough. No music, huh? That kind of sucks. But they have a lot of different sound effects they need to do, I guess. Oh, it's a 2-layer, right? Ah, saved it. No. Let's see it. Wow. That didn't go so hot already. Boy, getting back up there seems like it might be kind of tough, to be honest. Getting back into the upper area takes a lot and a very particular angle. Kablam. Oh my gosh. Oh shit. Oh shit. Well, shit. I am not good at pinball, if that ain't obvious. I don't know the first thing about properly playing a table. Game over. Wonder if the board's different on B. Oh, it wouldn't let me move that with the D-pad. I must have had to press select. Yeah. Is the table different? Wait, it had music. Oh, that was just the intro music. Is this a different table? I don't think it is. It's close if it isn't. I wonder what is so B about game B. The way the pinball moves? Scoring? I'm not sure. Not sure what's different here. I'm doing better, I think. Whoa! What's Mario doing? Hey, what's the boy doing? What is the boy doing? I don't like it, whatever it is. Get the fuck out of here, you Goomba. Oh, it almost bounced up. Why does it seem so much more active in B mode? Why does it feel like things are just happening more? Hey, it's me, I'm back. Oh, God, did you miss me? Oh, God, they got me carrying around this thing 8 hours a day. Oh, my God. Was that good or bad? She was looking awfully flat on her landing there. I don't know. Well, that was the most unique thing about this pinball game so far. Other than the fact that it was a home console pinball game on the NES. Oh my God, what are you doing back here? Get out of here! Get out, that's right, walk out. Walk on out. He's thinking about it. That was all? The game just stopped. That was weird. What is it doing? Weird. Can I get a poker hand? No. I can end my pinball suffering, though. Player 1 has gamed over, as the kids say. Gamed over. All right. What's next? Soccer. That's R. Super, 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 super. Street, 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 street. Star, 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 star. Soccer. This one will... I'm sure this one will be absolutely enthralling. Hey, it's got a good jingle. All right. Team USA. Sure. Skill level. Sure. Sure. Ooh, hear that crowd. Kick off. Buttons don't do shit when you don't have control. They kick with that button and must pass with the other. Was it supposed to be a pass? Am I going the right way? I think I am. I mean, it keeps moving. You know, it doesn't stall out and stop. So that's nice. Down the field. At least the 15 minutes isn't actually 15 minutes. We can get ourselves to halftime at least, right? This is about as bog standard a sports game as you're gonna get, man. Goal! I have won every sports game we've played. Because I just score and quit. No! Don't you dare. Don't even think about it. I just scored on myself. They're cheering for me scoring on myself. It's kind of crazy. Just keep going. Wait, they're gonna let me do that? All right, sure. Oh my god! Oh, it changed sides. Offside. Okay. I'll believe you. I'm not gonna pretend to know a goddamn thing about soccer. Looks like we're almost to halftime. Almost to escape. What's amazing is this game is about as inventive and complex as a contemporary soccer game. Cool. Halftime. Do a halftime show. I'd actually be impressed. Oh, there we go. Now there's something that's worth something. Alright, that's cute. What else we got? Actually, there's not that many left for 85. We've got tennis. That's a classic. The NES tennis is pretty well known, I'm pretty sure. Wow, there's a lot of Tecmo. Tennis. There we go. Yep, yep. Good stuff. All right. Oh, wait, crap, you move fast. Wait, that's the, is that me or the, okay. There we go. Gotta figure out the controls a bit here. Okay. At least this moves fast. The SG-1 tennis game does not move anywhere as well as this. Considering they came out, the consoles came out at the same time, it's kind of crazy. Okay. Oh my gosh. Not impressed with myself right now. Okay, different type shot type when I press that button. More of a lob. Is the opponent less prepared to deal with lobs? Yeah, don't exactly have the amount of control you'd hope, but like, at least your movement's good. Like, I don't really have any, it's not like these are pressure sensitive buttons. I don't really, you know? And maybe it's the duration you hold the button. I'll play a little bit longer here. I still haven't really got a handle on it. Double fault. I don't know if I have the control to not make that a fault. There we go. Well, I'm no Marty Supreme. God damn. You know, that's ping pong. But in video game form, it really couldn't matter less, huh? Getting hit pretty bad by the winter weather storm. I happen to be in that little corridor in central Ohio that's not getting it as bad. Seems like. I mean, it's cold, but in terms of precipitation. It might change. You never know. Come on. There we go. Oh my gosh. I am no good at this. I am no good at NES tennis. I was pretty good at the Everhood approximation of it. No, wait, that was a Sega one. That's the Sega tennis game. About ready to lose anyway. Yeah. He's gonna get me on the next one, I think. Right? The fact that your body can, like, actually get in the way of the shots in this game is kind of interesting. Not a lot of tennis games let you do that to yourself. Like, a lot of casual tennis games do not let you actually block your own incoming ball with your body. That's right. CPU. I'm scaring him with my technique. You'll never stop me. How the hell does that... do I hit it so lightly that it does that? I don't even know how I would do that. Wait, should the game be over? Wasn't that 3? Either way, that's it. That's it for that. Wild Gunman. Wild Woody. Willow? Like the movie? Like the movie Willow? All right, this is the light gun game. These are the most fun to play. Okay, I was holding down the button. That's what did that. Okay. So I gotta wait for someone to draw on me, huh? Yeah. See, this is why Duck Hunt is a better game, though. Look how fast Duck Hunt gets between rounds. Like, see all the downtime we have? This has got more stuff going on, but we, we're left waiting a lot between the action. Got his ass. Nah. Third of a second. Is that what that is? It's not bad. Oh, it tells you his reaction time. Well, they gotta do some work if they want to catch up to me. Here we go. This is more appropriate. Beep, beep, beep. Nice try, dude. I'm surprised their times aren't going down more. Because they're not going to be able to beat me at this rate. They need to step it up. I mean, again, at least approach me. You know what I mean? At least approach the player's input. Here we go. This guy seems like the fastest of them. Wonder how fast I can get this. 28 is pretty fast. See if I can beat that. This guy starts from the side. That makes him a little bit more awkward. Okay, that's probably about as fast as I can get. Quarter of a second. Oh, here we go. Here's one I could lose. We're getting there. We're getting there. I think I've seen about what I can see from this. But we'll do one more. Twice as fast as you, buddy. Alright, that's good enough. That is good enough for that one. And it looks like we have one more game for 1985, and that is Wrecking Crew. This one, I think, has Mario in it, right? Oh. This one also has a design function that you probably can't use without the Famicom disc. Effectively. Mario, start! Oh, that a terrible day. Just need to smash some shit. Don't mind me just busting some chops. What is this, a server rack? Fuck it. I'm gonna show you why my ex-wife left me. Ah! Oh, you can come out the sides. I guess that bomb blew up my way up. Hold on. Got to do some stupid shit. Ah! Ah! Beautiful. Who needs them? Oh, now they're shooting the fireballs. I'm just trying to do my goddamn job. God forbid a man make a paycheck. What are these, barrels? I don't need no goddamn barrels. I don't know what you're supposed to do with those barrels, to be honest. Because you're landing on top of them. Can I just hit the bomb here and be done with it? There we go. All right. Ah. Oh, cool elevator. Aren't you fancy? Oh, I broke it. I didn't use it. I broke. No, wait. Hold on. You'd think it would, like, be usable or something. Oh, select just made me restart. Whoops. Oh, wait. It just brought me back. It left me. I came back to the one I was on, right? Okay. Fucking MCS your ass reality. I'm living it right now, brother. I walk to the right, I come out the left. Tell me that ain't right. It ain't right, brother. Ah. Fucking god damn it. I want to knock down the theater, but I found out Dino Simone first sang there. He's my favorite. I don't think I can get back up. Can I? Do I just lose? Mario start. Mario, we got a little adventure for you. What's it pay, huh? Don't tell me what you got, tell me what you can give. These elevators, they've gotta work. They gotta serve some fucking purpose, but I can't get them to work. I think select is literally the restart button for the one you're on. It's kind of weird how perfect you have to do it. At least as far as I can tell. But maybe that's the name of the game. Ugh. Whoa! I somehow didn't get hit by that fireball. Well, that didn't go the way I was hoping. How the fuck does this work? There's gotta be a way to use these elevators that my, 4 buttons have not managed to help me find. I'm gonna see if I can figure out this elevator real quick. Okay, so if I press down in a button, if I press the other button, up in a button, left and right in the button, start, nothing. Select would restart this. The D-pad, every button on the D-pad. Holding the D-pad while pressing buttons, pressing both buttons. I think I did every configuration you can do on an NES controller, and it didn't do anything with this fucking elevator. Take me. I think that's good enough for Wrecking Crew. Let's do a little review, shall we, for today's games. Let's do a little review, shall we, for today's games. Let's pop over to my spreadsheet where I will add a row. I'm just going to call this row. Hold on 1 second. Because I'll probably do a tier list at some point on these games. Once I played them more thoroughly and done videos on them and stuff. But let's make a little impression. And we'll take them from 1 to 5, right? 5 would be a game that people should probably play. Because it's really good. For instance, a Super Mario Brothers. A 3 would be an average game. A 2 would be I was not impressed. For instance, this football game did not impress me. Baseball was an average game. Clu Clu Land, actually good. Surprisingly good. Duck Hunt, had a lot of fun with that. Excitebike. You know what? Excitebike's pretty good. Golf, no thanks. Gyromite. Gyromite was an okay game, like, because when it was actually functioning and I wasn't trying to use Rob, like it didn't depend on Rob. It was okay. Hogan's Alley. No. Skip. Ice Climber. Bad. Kung Fu. Just average. Pinball. Stock. Soccer. Not a fan. Stack Up. That's a 1. That's not even really a game. Tennis, honestly, I thought it would be better than it was. Wild Gunman, it's about the same as Hogan's Alley, just more flavor. I'll give it a 2. Wrecking Crew, all right. You know what? I'm gonna go back up. Nope, I think that sounds good. Mario Super. So, when it comes to the NES launch games, Super Mario Brothers is definitely the clear winner. But I think Duck Hunt, Clu Clu Land, and Excitebike are also pretty good games to have gotten if you were a kid that Christmas. So I think that'll be pretty good. Let's take a look at what we might have on the next session, because I believe 1996 only has enough games for probably about 1 stream as well. What are we looking at here? Where's the count number? Shouldn't there be a row count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. How many games did we play today? 1, 2. We played 17. So, yep, I think 1986 will be about a 1 session live stream. So, what do we have to look forward to in there? We have Balloon Fight. We have basically every version of Donkey Kong. We have Mario Brothers, like the arcade game. Popeye, Gumshoe, Mock Rider, Urban Champion, Chubby Cherub, Ninja Kid, Tag Team Muscle, Tag Team Wrestling 1942, Commando. Ooh, Ghost and Goblins, that and Gradius. Those 2 will probably be the ones we play a bit longer, if I had to guess. Karate Champ. Okay, so that looks like that'll be a fun session there. Just to give you an idea, just to give you guys an idea here, like how much the game production stepped up. Like 17 games, and then it was like what, 19 games? And then we look for 97, we go from 38 to what? Look at that. Look how long I had to scroll there. So yeah, we're gonna have 50 something games for 87. That one might be a 2 streamer. And then 88 is when things really kick off. Going from 91 to 91 to 152. So some like 60 something games. I mean, some of these games could be their own streams, and I have no problem doing that. The main idea here is we're going to go through and see kind of the development over time on the console and the complexity and the games that came out. And if it's a good game, I'm just going to play it longer when I'm doing it. I'm just going to play it longer. I'm not keeping strict timers on this stuff. Like, I don't know how many episodes it would take to do all of 1988, right? Because there's probably some good games in here that I'm probably going to want to play for longer. But, you know. And then 89, I think the gloves are off there. It goes from 153 to... So almost 100 games in 1989. Almost 100 games. For 1990, it goes from 249 to... This red block indicates when the Super Nintendo has been released. So these are like late era games, I guess I'd call them. Yeah, almost 150 something games for 1990. And then 91's the last big year, I believe. 414 to... $519, over 100 games in 91. And we were very firmly in the 16-bit era by the time you get here, right? And then 92's got some legs still. 92 still has legs. But these are the quality is probably going to be a lot lower. These are probably all going to be licensed. Fucking Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. You kidding me? And also like back ports. You can by this point, 2 years into the Super Nintendo, you can definitely expect that. 92. We're going from like 520 to... Another 100 games came out that year. 93, 617. So 40 something in 93, and then 94 has only got like 11 games. I probably group 93 and 94 together, honestly. But yeah, we'll try it at the pace we got. I've got so much data I have collated for different stuff. Just accounting for generations between consoles and handhelds, game lists for different consoles. Some of this is for retro history for the documentary videos. Some of this is going to be for live streaming, and some of it's for like just putting like a full library video up once I'm done. But no, we got a lot. I got a lot of data we can use here. I'm interested. I'm the stuff that interests me most is like stuff that where there's like been a console release in the US, but then like we look at the TurboGrafx 16, also known as the PC Engine in Japan, and you see that there's like 138 games released in the US, and then all these Japanese games that never hit the US market. Like the majority of the library. That kind of shit interests me a lot. Or things like the Neo Geo, because like nobody had the fucking money to own one of those, because it's basically just like taking an arcade machine home. The Saturn's infamous library. Here, take a look at this. Saturn's the most egregious. 2 completely different consoles in the United States and Japan. There were 244 Saturn games in the United States. Out of 1,028. Like a quarter of the library. That shit's crazy, right? And that's the kind of thing, like, that's why I'm like, okay, I can't sit down here and play every one of these games. We're going to do the ones that are obviously feeling really good, we're going to put some extra time in, and then we'll just glide through, because, hey, there's a lot to cover here, right? That's a lot to cover. There's a lot to cover. Even getting to this point would take forever, right? I am interested in the losers and stuff. I didn't grab the Atari Jaguar. Wait, I thought I grabbed the 3DO. Oh, maybe I entered them and never grabbed their list yet. Oh, well. Oh, this is hitting the edge of where I was just inserting the things to go in later. But, yeah. Anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. We'll be doing more of these. When it comes to timing, I don't know the exact timing. I'm going to be available to always do these. I like the idea of doing these in the earlier in the day, because I have a lot of other things I'm working on and trying to do, and I'm trying to, change my evening routine and stuff. But we'll see. We'll just work with what's go. We'll go with the flow. Anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see ya on the next one. Have a good one.